The last time I painted an RC body, I used my kitchen hob as a fume extractor. It worked well enough, but cleaning up was time consuming and annoying. This time I challenged myself to building a paint booth for next to nothing. The idea struck me while I was unboxing my new Lexan body, as I was thinking of ways to avoid respraying my whole house again. The box is the perfect size, has already been paid for, so no extra cost so far. I cut out a hole at the back of it into which I can simply shove a vacuum cleaner hose. I then added some cardboard vanes to channel the air more efficiently. Lastly, I cut a strip off the 1 square meter of paint booth filter bought for $10, and it's the only thing I had to buy. A couple of hot glue lines and some duct tape to put it all together, and there it is, a makeshift paint booth. But does it actually work? The short answer is yes. Look at how the overspray gets sucked back in the box. However, there are a couple of things that you should know. First of all, this isn't a professional setup with a known volume and calculated vacuum. It isn't powerful enough, so you really need to paint in short bursts for effective fume extraction. Secondly, I am painting in an open environment which is fairly dusty, so all the ambient dust is being drawn into the booth, and some of it lands on the wet paint. Not ideal, but this doesn't seem to affect the end result as badly as I thought it would. With metallic paints, metallic flakes will eventually fall out nearby, and despite the effective fume extraction, I was surrounded by about 1 square meter of metallic flakes. But it's in the workshop, not my living room or my kitchen. I'd call that a win. I was surprised to see everything else around me that I intentionally left unprotected not be covered in overspray. This setup, although approximate, is quite effective and only set me back $10. And last but not least, using a vacuum cleaner sounds fantastic, but can be somewhat hazardous depending on what model you use. The fumes are highly flammable and in enough quantities may or may not ignite. The vacuum cleaner I'm using is industrial. It has an internal air filter and the motor is brushless, which is an extremely important specification. I decided to take this risk personally, but if you're unsure, don't try this at all. I would not recommend using a cheap household vacuum cleaner as it may get damaged, and with a brushed motor, explosion is a real threat. Perform at your own risk. You have been warned. So in conclusion, I'd say that this setup worked pretty well for what it cost me. Basically, not much. I'm quite surprised that it was actually so effective. So by looking at the patterns of the deposited paint dust, I can tell that it was much more effective on the sides here. This part, which is one of the vertical parts, contains the most paint dust. At the top, not so much. I will be doing some more experiments about other setups that I have in mind, so make sure that you subscribe if you want to stay tuned on the evolution of this kind of setup. Now in the next video, we're going to cover how to obtain professional looking results with no talent whatsoever. I don't consider myself a talented painter, and yet I managed to achieve some highly satisfactory results. So if you want to know more about that, I suggest you click on that video and I'll see you there.